stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Roll call, please, Angela.
Laura Hauk,
Here.
Kyle Shank,
Here.
Megan Nolan,
Here.
Amy High,
Here.
Diane Gundrum, Tony Heil,
Here.
Saba Al-Zayed.
I will note for the record that President Al-Zayed had a family issue and she was unable to be here today, and we wish her well, of course.
Mr. Vice President, I note for the record that we were in executive session from 7 o'clock to approximately 7:30, that's not right, with regard to real estate acquisition. Thank you.
Thank you, Sal. Our first issue for consideration is approval of the November 11th meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilman Shank, second by Councilwoman Nolan. Are there any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
And that passes 6-0. Second issue, council consideration approval of the November 25th meeting minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Councilwoman Nolan, second by Councilwoman Hauk. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
And that passes 6-0. Next, council consideration, authorization to hire Nicholas Bianchini to be a full-time patrol officer effective December 16th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Ms. Gundrum. Are there any questions or comments about the officer? I will say that this is going to be my last opportunity to hire a police officer as a council member, and I am very proud and pleased that we can hire you, Nicholas. Thank you so much for joining our police force. All those in favor?
Aye.
Swearing in we need to do?
Yes, Mr. Vice President. If I could, just give you a little bit of background on Officer Nicholas Bianchini, 27. Nick has been a part-time officer with Bridgeport Borough since May of 2023, and he's a product of the Wissahickon High School, graduating in 2016. He followed this by his graduation from Kutztown University in 2020 with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. Bianchini graduated from the Temple University Police Academy in March of 2023. Bianchini comes from a law enforcement family as his father, John, retired from the West Conshohocken Police Department as a police sergeant after 35 years. Is that right? 37. Oh, wow. 37 years. And is currently a member of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Officer Bianchini received a unit citation for his actions on October 20th, 2024 at 96 DeKalb Street. Bianchini discovered a subject inside a structure for the burglary in progress call and took him into custody. Further, Bianchini received a distinguished unit commendation for his response with fellow officer Stillwagon, who's at the back of the room, on May 2nd of 2025 to the 600 block of Bush Street for a disturbance. Bianchini and Stillwagon engaged in a tumultuous arrest of a knife-wielding suspect who was resisting arrest. Both engagements show Nick Bianchini for the true asset to the borough of Bridgeport that he truly is, committed and engaged. Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you so much.
All right, if you can repeat after me. I, Nicholas Bianchini,
I, Nicholas Bianchini,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Sure. I know.
I had a long day at work. How do I look? Is that it? Oh, did you get it? Good job, Rich. Who's the princess man? Of course. You can just sign this and the one behind it. Something behind.
I know. Congrats. All the calls.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Save the best one for last.
Love you, Prof.
Mr. Vice President, you mind if the mayor and I go out and get a quick group picture?
Please go away.
You're getting used to that, isn't
All right, while the police and the mayor are gone, if anyone wants to do anything while they're away, now's the time. If you want to shut the door quickly, Mayor,
Shut the door. Shut the door.
Mayor, or
Board. Thanks,
yeah, just quickly. Our next item for council consideration is authorization to hire Joseph Catagnis as Rental Inspection Program Director, effective January 6th, conditional upon completing certain background requirements.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Mr. Shank. Any questions or comments on this?
Just briefly, if I may, Vice President Heil. With the retirement of Building and Code Department Director Steve Wanzik, at the end of this year, we were forced to do some restructuring in our code and codes building and planning department. Fortunately, we have an opportunity to transition one of our current employees, Michael Kinsey, over to the role of building inspector, and which is great, and we have all the faith in the world in him, but we needed to subsequently find a replacement for Mr. Kinsey for the position that he would be vacating. And fortunate for us, we were able to find Mr. Catagnis. Joe is comes very highly regarded, has spent over a decade's worth of experience between Norristown, West Norriton, and most recently West Conshohocken in a multitude of positions, predominantly revolving around fire safety, fire inspection, code enforcement, and rental inspections. Joe is also the the battalion chief of Bridgeport Fire Company #1, right across the street. Has local ties, and again, just comes very highly regarded. And West Conshohocken's loss is fortunately our gain, and I'm proud to be able to present him to council for consideration to hire.
I'll just say I was really glad we didn't have to go too far out of the area. We were able to find some guy with the local ties and already involved in the community and coming well regarded from West Conchi. So thanks for being here, and Mr. Truman, good job poaching our neighbors. Best people. Appreciate that.
Thank you for joining us. We're excited to have you here. I know you'll do a great job, but now we have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hope not. All right. Consideration passes 6-0. Next is the council president update, and as you can see, Council President Al-Zayed is not here. I will take the opportunity, though, to just say that this is my final meeting as a member of council, unless something crazy changes, given the past election results, and I'll be moving down the dais a little bit. But I want to take a moment to just say how much I appreciate serving with all of you. Pretty much all of you, actually all of you, I either swore in or recruited to run for office. And I think that if you took the people I've served with here, any 5 or 7 of them to be in charge anywhere, we can get a lot of things done in this state, this country, in this world. It's really a privilege to me to know you all. I think that because of you, not just because of you here, but other councils and others who have been here, so I don't want to take away from the other people who have committed to public service, but we've helped to make Bridgeport a place that people want to move to and stay in, where they want to make it so they don't just have a house, they have a home and a community. And that goes for Council President Al-Zayed as well, and I wish I could say that to her here. When I started here, there were about 4,500 people living in Bridgeport, and now we've increased that population by at least 20%.
That's a fair number, yeah.
And that's because you've all helped to make Bridgeport a great place to live, work, and raise a family. So I want to say thank you to all of you, and a special thanks to Councilmember Amy High. Wish you all the best, because you will no longer be on council, though you're welcome to come to any meeting. And thank you to Mayor Beth. And I remember when you first came here to propose one small idea for a little library, and it's grown into a big career that you will always be able to be proud of, and you've set a great example for your family and your son to follow, and I know he will. With that in mind, we will move on to the manager's report. For council consideration, a curb cut request at 433 Grove Street. Do we have anything we need to go over on this?
Vice President, I don't believe we do. Members of council, in your packets, you'll find a memorandum from Mr. Wanzik regarding this request. It is not dissimilar to the many other curb cut requests that council has fielded in recent months and years. Like his neighbors, this applicant wishes to install a 9 by 18 foot driveway in the rear of his yard off of an alley. It does not create any line of sight issues. It does not create any impervious surface issues. And administration sees no reason to deny it.
All right, anyone with a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Ms. Nolan, second by Ms. Hauk. Any questions or comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Second, council consideration, Resolution 2025-32, establishing the council meeting dates for 2026. Anyone with a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Ms. Nolan, second by Ms. High. Any questions? I assume not. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Next, Resolution 2034, establishing, 33, sorry, establishing Finance Committee meetings for 2026. Finance Committee. Anyone want to make a motion or no?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Shanks, second by Ms. Hauk. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. And Resolution 2025-34, establishing Community Events Committee meeting dates for 2026.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Ms. Nolan. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
And Resolution 2025-35, establishing borough office holidays for 2026.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Oh,
Oh, no. All right, because since it's here, we'll give it to Amy. Motion made by Ms. Gundrum, second by Ms. High. Any questions? I would imagine not. All those in favor?
Aye.
Next, council consideration, adoption of the 2026 budget. Do we need to go over anything before this? Because we've discussed it.
Not unless there are any questions from council on the final draft of the budget.
All right, so before we open it up, anyone want to make a motion to adopt the 2026 budget?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Ms. Nolan. Anybody here or from the public who want to make a comment on adoption of the 2026 budget? Seeing no comments, make a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes 6-0. Next, council consideration ordinance 2025-05, establishing the municipal tax rate for 2026. Anyone want to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, I had a chance there. Motion made by Mr. Shank, second by Ms. Nolan. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? I didn't ask any questions. Anyone? Okay. All right, that passes 6-0. Next, Resolution 2025-36, establishing the 2026 fee schedule.
I'll make the motion.
second.
Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Ms. Gundrum. Any questions from council or the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. And Resolution 2025-37, approving the tax collector agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Shank, second by Ms. Nolan. All those in, any questions? Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. Motion passes 6-0. And finally, council consideration, authorization to pay bills and salaries for December 2025.
I'll make the motion. Second.
All right. Motion made by Ms. Hauk, second by Ms. Nolan. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. Passes 6-0. Now we can move on to, I'm going to skip unfinished business because we've never done that in my time here. And committee reports. Anybody have a committee report to share? And we can go to, let's go to the mayor's report. Mayor Jack Sear, do you have anything to report today?
All right, good evening, everyone. As this is my last meeting as your mayor, I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has made this life-changing experience possible. So first, our Chief of Police in the Bridgeport Police Department, Borough Administration, our council members, and of course, everyone who's part of our welcoming community. I've had the opportunity to get to know so many of my neighbors and local business owners in this role, and in turn, you've all made an incredible impact on my life. So as mayor, I've held office hours to hear directly from constituents, applied for and received a grant for our police department that promotes public safety, created and maintained our Founders Day event, and took my office into the 21st century with a social media account that's increased transparency in our local government. So I hope that most of you here tonight, and those of you who are tuning into this meeting later, have been satisfied with my level of service during this term. I am eager to see what my successor, Vice President Tony Haya, will accomplish. And I'm nothing but confident in my expectations of him and the new council members that will be sworn in next month. And I also wish to thank Councilmember Amy High, who will be stepping down from her role with me. We did run together, and I'm glad to have had her on this team with me. So thank you, and thank you to everyone. That's all I have. Thank you.
And next for the chief, though I don't promise any claps.
Well, I wanted to start off with Mayor Jack Sear. It's been a true pleasure. You're a true professional. We had formulated a very good working relationship. I'm thankful for the leadership that you gave to Bridgeport, and just thank you. It was a great transition, and I appreciate all of your efforts. And I think it's something to see how that kind of working environment can continue here. It's a breath of fresh air. So thank you. For a couple of the other programs that we have, though, the 22nd to the 25th of December, we have a holiday decorating program where our officers working around the holiday go around and from each of the wards and pick winners for the wards and an overall winner. So for those people that wish to decorate profusely, please do. And then we'll be back in touch after the first of the year with the winners. Along that same vein, we have the holiday toy program in conjunction with the Bridgeport Police Officers Association, the Bridgeport Borough Police Department, and Borough. We've done this for at least 28 years with trying to make children's Christmases a little bit brighter. And we are raising money to that effect. If you have a desire, please look at the website. We've posted a few times on the Borough website and the Borough Police Department website. There's actually a QR code where if you choose to give that way electronically, you can give. We have at least 60 children that we're buying for. So anything that you can, spread the news with your neighbors. We will physically be out purchasing on the 11th at 10 a.m. And to that, just want to thank the people that have committed to help us both with financially and with purchasing. We have a new 54 3-car. It was already upfitted, and we're just waiting for the decaling to occur here in the next couple days to put back in service. We hope to have that in service by week's end. And with regards to any of the investigations of note, recently I put out a press release 13/2025 regarding arrest of Scott Alexander Sprague and Mr. Perry. I would just ask you to go look at the postings already for that rather than me read that at this time. We just recently had a couple package thefts. We have suspects for each one. Arrests haven't been made, but these were over the last 24 hours. Would ask you to take a minute and, if you can, coordinate with your Amazon or whoever it is that you're doing so that you can have somebody else around. You can track your packages and have it sent perhaps to another residence or someone where it's staffed or maintained with somebody, or have somebody there for delivery purposes so that people looking for an opportunity don't take advantage of you, especially over the holidays. And we all know that when you're waiting for that special gift for that special someone and it doesn't get there, they're going to be unhappy. So please take due care for that. I thank you. It's been a great year. We've just crested. It was 10,000 calls, so it's a lot of contact between us, and finally, our closure rate of arrest is 77% for last year, or excuse me, last month, which is exceptional again. So anything else, please look to our Facebook postings. You'll see the holiday wishes and greetings from some of our officers and emergency management staff, hopefully to brighten up your holidays.
Thank you, Chief. Now we can move on to new business. Is there anyone that might have any new business tonight?
Yeah, I believe we did all of the borough business tonight, so I would like us to consider a motion to cancel our second meeting of the month.
I'll second.
All right. Motion made by Ms. Nolan to cancel the second meeting and second by Ms. Hauk. Any questions on this motion?
I don't know, guys. I'm not sold.
Motion to have a meeting just for Kyle Schenk. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we will cancel the remaining meeting because our our borough business is done with the budget. Now we can move on to, there's no other new business because you can't. And now we can move on to open forum and announcements. Anybody have anything they want to add?
Mr. Vice President, please,
I
Ms.
was going
Nolan.
to say, not to make this very efficient meeting any longer, but I did want to just jump on the appreciation train with Beth, Tony, and Amy. With this all being Beth and Amy's last meetings here on the dais, and I wanted to organize a little token of appreciation for you guys to show how much we all love you and appreciate you. But you also know I'm a procrastinator, so that didn't happen. So I'm sorry that we didn't have flowers and a cake and all that stuff. But it was gonna happen. It was gonna be beautiful. But when I was first appointed in September of 2018, Beth was my council queen, because even though I am 10 years older than her, and we celebrated our 70th birthday together. You guys can do the math on that one. But Beth was my council queen. I learned about being a council member from Beth, and just really having an appreciation for getting involved and doing things that you care about and you're passionate about for the community. And then seeing Beth move onto the mayor's role and take that passion and just turn it into what she cares about is keeping people informed and learning and all of that. And she brought that to the community, and it's maybe not the fun, sexy stuff, but it's important. And you did that with all of your heart. So I just appreciate you, and I appreciate our friendship very much. And Amy, when you first came into that small business meeting and you were so eager to do whatever you could to get involved with the business community, and I jumped at the chance to recruit you and have you here on council, and I am so glad I did that to you. Getting to know you has also been a true honor and a pleasure, and I've enjoyed working with you on community events. Thank you for spending these 4 years with us here on the dais, and also thank you for your friendship. And Tony, I'm so happy that you are just moving a few seats down. We will miss you as a council member, but I'm so glad that we are gaining you as a mayor, and your knowledge and your historical insights and everything from all of your over a decade on council is going to be very important. And I'm so glad that we still will have you as a bone, ear to pick, and whatever the word is. I'm probably messing up my verbiage, but I actually think I'm doing a really good job of doing this on the fly and not having anything prepared. So again, I just want to say thank you all for your service to the community and your friendship. And I'm going to stop before I cry, because I'm going to be sad not seeing some of your faces up here. So thank you.
May I, Mr. Vice President, take one more minute of your meeting? Maybe 2 minutes. It's our meeting. I'm going to jump on the same appreciation train, and I'll make it quick. Mayor Beth, it's been an honor working alongside you. You bring your A game to the office. I remember, I think in 2021, when it was the depths of COVID and we weren't allowed to do much, we were in Megan's backyard, I think, hanging out a little bit one evening, and you walked in and you said, hey, I think I'm going to run for mayor. And I'm very glad you did. So thank you for that. I'm proud to have been part of Bridgeport's Beth era, and I'll leave that there. Amy, you've been a professional. You've showed up every time. I don't think there's anybody in town that can question your commitment to the borough and to the community. You put in the time. You're at the events. You're here at every meeting. This is the last one, thankfully for you, I'm sure. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everything you've done. And Mr. Heil, 12 years on council. You've been a mentor, and you've been a role model, I think, for everybody here. So thank you for your time on the council and your leadership on the council, and really looking forward to what you do in that mayor's seat. So I'll leave it there. Short. Thanks, guys.
Great.
Wait, I won't leave it there. I have one thing to add. I got an email from our neighbor mayor over in West Country, Danelle Fournier. She would have liked to have been here tonight, but she couldn't, so she asked me if I would read a short statement and put it into the minutes. So if you guys will Bear with me for one more moment, and I'll try not to choke up a little bit because this is a nice one. So from our neighbor, Mayor Donnell, she says, "It is with sincere respect and gratitude that I acknowledge the conclusion of Mayor Beth's term serving the residents of Bridgeport. Mayor Beth worked in earnest throughout her term, demonstrating an exemplary commitment to public service. She worked tirelessly and diligently for the residents, bringing a renewed sense of hometown pride to Bridgeport. As a fellow mayor representing our respective boroughs, I will genuinely miss her as our neighbor mayor and colleague. It was a privilege to serve alongside such a strong leader and friend. So thank you, Mayor Beth, for your steadfast leadership and dedication. You are leaving the position in the town of Bridgeport in better condition than you found it, a legacy which the entire region is grateful for. Mayor Donnell from West Conchie." So I'll send that to you guys. If we could put that in the minutes, I think the mayor would appreciate it. So
Thank you very much. Before I move on, are there any other open forum or announcements from anyone? We don't need to. Don't feel obligated.
If I may, Vice President Heil, I echo the sentiments of everybody this evening regarding Councilwoman High, Mayor Jack Sear, and yourself, Vice President Heil. Although we'll still be seeing you next year. It's being an elected municipal official is a thankless job, and I always appreciate those that dedicate their time. A lot of pressure and not very much money, and not very many benefits and perks that go along with taking the helm. So thank you. In addition to the elected officials, I want to again state that Mr. Wanzik will be retiring at year's end. He is. I think it would be nice to do some sort of recognition or proclamation next year. In fact, I had wanted to coordinate something, but Steve is busy actually planning a trip, and asked that if there were any recognition to occur, that it take place in 2026. But still, this being the last meeting in 2025, I wanted to thank and recognize Steve on his 18 years of serving as a borough employee and his over 30 years of serving as a borough fire chief or in a leadership position with the fire company. And then finally, I would like to recognize and thank our outgoing tax collector, Doris Frymoyer, on 25 years of not having to worry about if the books are going to balance and if we're going to receive the appropriate revenues to the T, because Doris was dedicated, a class act, and a true professional when it comes to tax collectors. I'm sure Ms. Sokolowski, our new tax collector, is going to do an admirable job. I know that Doris is helping groom her and get her oriented to the new role, but just want to thank Doris for her 25 years of service to the community. She was a very dependable and reliable rock, so thank you.
Thank you, Keith. And yes, thank you to Doris, who really has just done such a good job that it's hard to think of anything negative. Not that we would think of anything, she just does things so well. No, she does things so well that you don't even think about it because it just runs so smoothly, and that's because of her professionalism. And I just would feel remiss not to say that the reason that any of us can look good at all is because of the hard work of our manager and our staff, Angela, Keith, Steve, the police, and everyone else that does the good work of the borough. So thank you so much. With that, anyone here with any public comment at today's meeting? I see no public comment, which means no more public comment for the rest of 2025. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Motion made by Mr. Shank, second by Ms. High. This meeting is